firstly, I'll start by showing you the game. As you can see, it's a maze game. I've got my particle system now with the rain. You can see the foliage around the map, which is little bits of grass. And here we start. Got 2 portal doors to choose from. Now, first I'll show you what happens when you take damage. So when we get to 5, the post-process effect kicks in, darkens the screen, pixelates it. Does the same at 3, as you can see, when you walk on the dirt there's a different sound, and when you walk on the water there's a different sound. And of course, when we get to our game over, we have this little gem. So we'll start again, and I can take you through the maze. So we'll go through this door. And we'll run past the Guardian, who will then start his chase. Run through. And hopefully... Nope, that's a dead end. Find the end, which is here. There we go. We can quit the game and show you the actual code. So we'll go in the main menu level blueprint first. This allows for the menu widget to be shown when the game is began. And it of course allows for the cursor to be moved. So we'll go into the content folder and we'll start by showing you the materials. We've got the floor, the grass and the wall. Now I'll show you the grass because in here we have code that allows for the grass to sway. So what happens here is we'll get simple grass wind, we'll multiply it by the vertex colour, it'll apply these numbers and allow for the grass to just have a slight little bit of wave. And when this loads, we'll be able to show you that. Two hours later, there we go. So you can see, it just allows for this little bit of wobble to happen. Go back into the content folder and show you the Maze Guardian. So here in functions we have chase player. This just allows it to refer to the blackboard to get the location from the blackboard and move to the location. The find player location uses its perception to find where the player is, and it will start to chase. And of course sets it to the blackboard. The behaviour tree, that makes sure that when it can see the player, it will get the vector location and begin its chase. Maze guard controls. This pretty much just allows for the behaviour tree to be ran and the game is started. And in the actual Maze Guardian, this big long strip here checks that if the player has been hit, health is taken away. It updates the HUD and applies a post-processing effect that dims the screen and pixelates the screen. It also makes sure the enemy turns a different colour when he hits you and adds a delay so he can't just hit you over and over again and kill you straight away. In the player, we have our basic movement, which is here, and bits of code that check if the player's in water, plays a water sound, checks if the player is in dirt and plays a dirt sound when walking on those. And I annoyingly had to add a delay to the water sound because it was 15 seconds long, which was way too long. Here, if any damage is taken, it will just take 1 off of the health. And here, sets the HUD widget up and allows for the music to play after the intro cutscene has finished. Excuse me. The portals, I'll show you this one. Don't need to show you number 3 as they're both the same. So as you can see, when the character begins to overlap, gets the class and location, casts it to the actors, finds the target location of the portal, and sends the player to it with the correct location and rotations. As you can see, this one refers to Portal 2, and this third portal here refers to Portal 4. In the post-process, we have our controller here, which controls the post-processing as the game is being played, creates a custom event, LUT update. This gets the character's health, and uses it to check a value against a branch. So if it's true, it will get the post-process, it will add the LUT and the pixelization, and there's copied bits here which do the same for when the health is even lower. These are the lookup tables, which allow the screen to darken, and the material instances, which allow the screen to pixelate. These have set values in them. This one has 200, and the second one has 100. In the rain, we have a basic particle system that allows for rain to come down with 0.25 drag, loops it, spawns it 10,000 times, and allows for it to come down in a slow, normal, rain-paced manner. Ooh, and of course the material, which gives a clouded effect, so when the raindrop is stretched in the particle system, it looks like a raindrop. There's a sound, UI, game over, just has a retry button in it, main menu. When it loads, the main menu allows for when the play button is pressed, for all the widgets to come off the screen, the control for the player to be set, and the level maze to be opened, and of course the quit button to quit the game. In here, this updates the health, so it gets all the children in the health box variable, runs each loop, checks the element. If it's true, it will keep the heart full, and if it's false, it will empty the heart. This one just references the timer. It gets the timer actor, the windscreen. It has all the unclicks. And in the timer blueprint, we have the game over, which turns off the music, removes the widget for the HUD, creates a new widget for the game over screen, sets the mouse cursor to be visible, casts to the actors in the game over, and allows for the game over cutscene to be played. And down here, it checks the seconds and minutes. If the value is 0, on all values it will end the game, and if it's not, it will count down by 1 on both values. In the water, we have the water control. This top bit collects every object tagged water, so it can begin the overlap when you're in the water, tells the character it's in the water, tells the character's health to go down, and tells the post-process controller to start. And of course this bit here tells the character that it's not in the water, so nothing needs to happen. And then of course we have the level blueprint for the actual maze itself, which has the end game conditions. So when it's true, it will go to the win condition. When false, it will go to the game over condition. And the begin play, which allows for the intro cutscene to play, for the character input to be disabled while it's playing. the duration of the cutscene, which will then allow the game to start, the character to be enabled, and the game to begin. And that's all we have.